This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that far. We're keeping the foot on the whoop on the necks. We keeping the foot on the whoop on the necks. And like the debated massive that I am, I'm applying whoop on immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? Heat versus pressure. Let's talk about it. Now we're going to talk about two topics in one video. You know, when He Knows the Sport does this, time's going to be very busy today, so I'm going to be condensing videos instead of just doing individualized videos. So hear me freaking well. Let's get on to it, man. When we sit here and we think of Stephen Curry, right, and what Stephen Curry brings to the table, Stephen Curry has an issue. The fundamental issue that Stephen Curry has is he's not what people think that he is. Stephen Curry is highly overrated. Stephen Curry, when in defining moments in the NBA playoffs and the NBA finals, I always tell people the NBA playoffs and the NBA finals is where you're going to really find what a player's truest and his most proper levels is all about. When we look at Stephen Curry in the NBA playoffs, we look at him in the NBA finals, what have we seen? A consistency of inconsistency. Let me say it again. A consistency of inconsistency. I just did a video on Kobe being blind. Slam dunk giant, you brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. Now we have the audacity. People are that much of babyface assassin fanboys, or that much of the high octane beta, aka alpha wannabe fanboys, that they're gonna have the unmitigated gall and the audacity to even try to compare his 62 points with KB24. This is why He Knows the Sport is needed out here in these basketball streets. That video was not only the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true talent fashion video, but it was actually a switch and bait. Y'all fell for the switch and bait. Let me say it again. It was not only a cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true talent fashion video, it was also a switch and bait, and y'all fell for the switch and bait. You want to know what the switch and bait is? The fact that He Knows the Sport is showcasing to you guys why this generation of basketball heads are going to be a laughing stock in the annal of generations to come. The unmitigated gall, the audacity and the nerve to compare Kobe Bryant's 62 points that he scored in 29 minutes and 36 seconds, which is a Guinness Book of World Records, by the way, with Stephen Curry and him doing it in what, under 36 minutes? It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, And then let's look at the opponents. Kobe Bryant outscored 62-61 in 29 minutes and 36 seconds the Dallas Mavericks of all people. Who did freaking Stephen Curry outscore? Damian Lillard, the pure beta supreme to his high octane beta, aka alpha wannabe. I told you guys there's levels to this alpha stuff. There's levels to this beta stuff. What, CJ McCollum? Pedestrians on the defensive end? Do you not understand that Kobe Bryant had guys on him defensively? You know, the Deshaun Jacksons of the world, Deshaun Stevensons of the world. My bad, Deshaun Stevenson, Jason Terry. These guys can freaking defend. Sean Marion. You're comparing that, Dirk Nowitzki, who was scoring with Kobe Bryant in that game. You're comparing that. You're really showcasing how limited your basketball knowledge is. And you guys proved it. That was supposed to be the ultimate bending of the proverbial knees. Anybody that's a basketball head bends the proverbial knee to that video. You don't even question it. We're talking about Kobe being Bryant here, a true alpha extraordinary governed by true alpha economics. And you're going to compare him to that pure beta supreme and freaking Stephen Curry? No, my bad. High octane beta, aka alpha wannabe. I'm always getting them lumped in the sauce. Beta's a beta when it's all said and done. You can't compare that. Because Stephen Curry is doing it in a Rudy Poo and a Plum Plum Brain generation, a classic Dota no Troglodyte generation, an ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric generation. Whereas Kobe Bryant did real heavyweight lifting against real opponents. That video showcased to you guys where people's basketball knowledge is at. And how people, when they don't hear what they want to hear, they're feeling some type of way. You can't only pick He Knows the Sport when you're hearing what you want to hear. This is not how this train works. Remember what He Knows the Sport told you. It's not what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear. Let me say it again. It's not what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear. And what you guys need to hear is your basketball knowledge is limited as you know what. You proved it. Because in that video, you were supposed to bend the proverbial knee. You couldn't even do that. Because you got your babyface assassin's face so snuck up Stephen Curry's ass crack that you could tell us how the babyface assassin's poop stink and smell like. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, If you have a comment in my Kobe Bryant video, I'm ethering and murking any and everybody. I told you, he knows the sport warpath mode. Anybody can get it. I'm on my Genghis Khan. If you have a comment where you're questioning Kobe Bean Bryant's greatness to Stephen Curry, and you have the unmitigated going audacity to argue for Stephen Curry, your basketball knowledge is limited as you know what. This is why you need to be proselytized by Hino's Sport. This is why you need the Yoda of Hino's Sport to guide you into the right shit. Because you don't know basketball. That's a video where you just submit willingly. You submit without questioning. You submit without fail. You've been the effing knee. And if you couldn't even do that, now you know where your basketball knowledge is at. Now let's get on to Kyrie Irving. What did Hino's Sport tell you? Fire Marshal Bill doesn't know how to put out the flames. Always creating fires. Why is there always some disrespect against Kyrie Irving? Why is there always some disrespect against the Brooklyn Nets? I told you, man. You will know them by the fruit that they bear. Let me say it again. You will know them by the fruit that they bear. If your fruit is to always attack the Brooklyn Nets, that means you are a LeBron Fest lover. You're professing your Lebrontardisms. How many times does Hino's Sport have to be the ultimate cold-hearted, unadulterated, fashion artist? How many times does Hino's Sport have to be proven right? Line upon line and precept upon precept. You will know them by the fruits that they bear. Secret Lebrontards will always have something to say against Mr. Anti-LeBron. Kevin Durant, crook a little, 35-foot in the shot with that And Hino's Sport ethered and murked Fire Marshal Bill off of Kevin Durant. Now he's jumping on Kyrie Irving. You think it's over? I told you. Leave Brooklyn Nets alone or you will constantly be ethered and murked. What is these Ruby Point Pump Brains not getting? What is these classic Dotes and Throwbacks not getting? What is these ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric not getting? Because in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true fashion, it's as simple as this. Brooklyn Nets are being hated at because everybody's saying where Brooklyn is at. Remember, that's not a question, it's an emphatic statement. People are always going to hate on greatness personification. But what did Hino's Sport told you? Greatness personification can only be hindered. It can't be stopped. Why are you hating on Kyrie Irving? Is it because he was LeBron James' safety blanket in 2016? Is it was because he's the reason why LeBron James has a title in the land? See, don't get me started. Always got something negative to say about Brooklyn Nets is because you're trying to prop up your Los Angeles Lakers. Notice anybody that always has something inflammatory to say about Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving, they are LeBrontards, whether they're open or they're secret. Hino's Sport is pulling this thing out on the red carpet. He's revealing them as such. Ravening wolves, i.e. fakest, you know what, LeBron James criticizers. Intermingling and masking themselves as Lebrontards. Sheep's clothing. This is pathetic. This is beyond pathetic. And this is what we say. See, I had to do a moment of silence because it's just that freaking pathetic that Lebrontards have the unmitigated awe and the audacity to sit here and to always got something inflammatory to say about Brooklyn Nets. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, So in this most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true fashion is as simple as this. Why you always got something slide to the mouth to say about Brooklyn Nets? It's because they know where Brooklyn is at is coming. Where Brooklyn is at is coming, man. They're coming to restore the natural order of basketball. They're coming to erase the Mickey Mouse title out of your brain. They're coming to erase the fraudulent fluky on-the-spot NBA title out of your brain. They're coming to erase the least path of resistance title out of your brain. They're coming to erase the NBA pickup game out of your brain. And it's making brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads, i.e. LeBrontards, feel some type of way. Remember the song? Got me feeling some type of way. Got me feeling some type of way. Got me feeling some type of way. The Brooklyn Nets got them feeling some type of way. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. And that's the cutthroat who tell a passion. What did Maya Angelou say? When a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. So you will know them by the fruit that they bear. If they always got something negative to say about Brooklyn Nets, they are secret Lebrontards. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the next. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the next. This is Heroes of Sport. Check it out.